Good morning, my wonderful friends in the Dbimmer Reliefnett community. I used to be the king of yes. A friend needed help moving? Yes. A colleague wanted me to cover their shift? Absolutely. My family asked me to bake 3 dozen cookies for a bake sale? On it. I thrived on being helpful and liked. Saying yes made me feel valued, needed, even loved. But slowly, the constant giving without replenishing began to take its toll. I felt exhausted, depleted, and resentful. My well of generosity ran dry, leaving me feeling empty and unappreciated. It was a wake-up call. My desire to please everyone was hurting me. I realized that true kindness meant setting boundaries, both for myself and for others. Constantly saying yes when you long to say no breeds resentment. It's like slowly poisoning yourself with each unvoiced no. The resentment festers, impacting your well-being and relationships. You start feeling taken advantage of, your generosity taken for granted. This breeds anger and bitterness, directed both inward and outward. Instead of experiencing the joy of giving, you're left feeling drained and used. This isn't fair to you or to the people you're trying to please. It's crucial to understand that saying no is not selfish. It's an act of self-preservation, a way to protect your energy and emotional well-being. The ancient Stoics understood the power of boundaries. They believed in focusing on what we can control, our own thoughts, emotions, and actions, and accepting what we cannot. This philosophy is profoundly liberating when it comes to setting boundaries. We can't control the demands of others, but we can control how we respond. Imagine your inner self as a fortress, a sacred space where your values and well-being reside. Boundaries are the walls that protect this inner citadel, keeping out negativity and resentment. Just as a castle needs strong walls to withstand a siege, we need strong boundaries to withstand the pressures of the world and maintain our inner peace. The Stoic philosophers offered profound insights on the importance of self-respect. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and philosopher, wrote in his Meditations, "The opinion of 10,000 people is of no value if they think wrongly." In other words, don't compromise your values or well-being for the sake of fleeting approval. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of focusing on what is within our control. He said, "There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will." Applying this to boundaries, we can choose not to be consumed by the reactions of others when we say no. Their teachings remind us that true strength lies in staying true to ourselves, even when it's difficult. My turning point came when I was asked to lead a project that I had absolutely no passion for. It would have meant sacrificing evenings and weekends, time I desperately needed for myself. In the past, I would have automatically said yes, driven by a fear of disappointing others, but this time, I paused. I realized that saying yes would mean betraying myself and my needs. With a deep breath, I politely declined the project, explaining that my plate was already full. To my surprise, the world didn't end. That no was liberating. It was an act of self-respect, a declaration that my well-being mattered. Saying no isn't just about protecting ourselves, it's also about fostering more authentic connections. When we're constantly trying to please everyone, we build relationships on a shaky foundation of pretense. People don't get to know the real us, the one with needs and limitations. By setting boundaries, we present a truer version of ourselves, flaws and all. This vulnerability, this willingness to be authentic, can actually strengthen relationships. It allows for deeper understanding, respect, and connection. When we show up authentically, we attract people who appreciate us for who we truly are, not for who we pretend to be. Setting boundaries is not about being selfish or unkind. It's about finding a balance between compassion for others and self-preservation. True kindness flows from a place of wholeness, not depletion. When we're constantly giving from an empty cup, our kindness becomes a transaction, a means to an end. We give to receive validation, appreciation, or love. However, when we prioritize our well-being, we can give from a place of overflow. Our kindness becomes genuine, freely given without expectation of reciprocation. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself so you can genuinely care for others. Life teaches us that true strength lies not in pleasing everyone but in living in accordance with our values. It's about having the courage to say no when necessary, even if it means disappointing others. This doesn't mean becoming cold or uncaring. It means recognizing that our well-being matters, that our needs are important. It means setting boundaries with love and compassion, both for ourselves and for others. Embracing the power of no is a journey of self-discovery and growth. It's about honoring our authentic selves and creating space for genuine, fulfilling relationships. As you navigate the path of setting boundaries, remember the words of Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength to just keep moving.